So this is the 5 red flags you must look out for before buying a land in Nigeria in the year 2024. So if you watch till the end of this video, I have a bonus that will help you save millions of naira and avoid you ever getting scammed in the real estate industry here in Nigeria. So welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Medichi, your favorite real estate consultant based here in the city of Asaba. So if you are joining us for the first time, I would love you that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, share with your family and friends, and learn every single thing you need to know about real estate on this channel. We push out weekly videos. Every single week we push out a minimum of 3 videos relating to real estate content. So today we'll be diving right in on the red flags to look out for before buying a land in Nigeria in this year 2024. So number 1, remember, this is very, very important. Whenever you are buying a land, make sure you ask for the accompanying title documents. What are the title documents that come with a land? Now, a lot of people, when they are buying a land, the first question they ask is, does the land have C of O? Now, let me shock you. C of O is in different types. There is a customary C of O. There is a general C of O. There is a global C of O. So most times, the C of O you are issued might be easily revoked, unknown to you. And I need to repeat this, that a land has C of O does not mean that it is genuine. A few years ago, when the administration led by His Excellency Chukwuma Soludo came into power in Anambra State, some of the individuals that had C of O, their lands were revoked, their titles were revoked, maybe because the process that they used to obtain the C of O was illegal. So that a land has C of O does not mean that it is actually real. I've seen a lot of my international clients, when they met me, they told me how they were sold lands that had C of O, and they later went and found out that actually those lands were under problem, but the lands had C of O. So C of O is not the only title document that proves ownership. In short, a land can have just a deed of assignment and a survey plan alone, and it is issue free. So always ask for the accompanying title documents. There are multiple types of land documents. There is a certificate of occupancy, there is a right of occupancy, there is excision, there is a gazette, there is an irrevocable power of attorney, there is a deed of assignment, there is a deed of conveyance, there is a deed of sublease, deed of transfer. So you must ask for the documents that accompany that land. Now I advise you, no matter the documents that land have, always insist that you get a deed of conveyance or a deed of assignment. Why is it important? See, the same way when you buy a car and you get a receipt for the car, there is something called a transfer of ownership if you are buying from an individual. It is a legal document that transfers ownership from Mr. Medichi to Mr. Godwin or Mr. whoever is buying it. So in land business or in land process, the document that shows that you have been transferred ownership is not even a C of O. It is a deed of assignment or a deed of conveyance or a deed of transfer, depending on the location you are in. Always insist that you are giving a deed of assignment or a deed of conveyance or a deed of transfer. This is the most important document in a land transaction. Remember, C of O has a 99-year period. It simply means that when you are buying a land from an individual that has C of O registered in his name, you cannot obtain a new C of O until after 99 years of expiration. So what now shows that you have actually taken possession of that land? It is the accompanying deed of assignment that he gives you on top of that certificate of occupancy. This is the most important part, so that you don't get scammed. This is why omoniles and land grabbers get away with a lot of crimes. They can sell a land to 10 people. Why? Because the right title documents was not exchanged during the process of transaction. I've taken 5 minutes on just this particular part, because once you get this right, The other part is already settled. Now, the second red flag that you must look out for is to know whether that land is under freehold, or it is under government lands. Now, what is a freehold or a free use land? A free use land are lands that are owned by the community. It has been handed over to the community, handed over to private individuals by the government to use for personal, residential, and commercial use. So the government has no vested interest in a free use land. But a government land or an acquired land are lands that the government has earmarked for a project in the future, or they have already started a project on it. They might not have completed it, but guess what? They will surely come back for it. So 30 years from now, if you bought a land within such vicinity or area, when the government comes knocking, they will demolish that property or whatever you have built on it. Why? Because it is a government committed and acquired land. So you must always ask this question: is this land under government acquisition, or it is under freehold? It's under free use. Don't just use that they wrote freehold and buy in. There are three ways you confirm whether a land is freehold or is a government land. Number one, get a surveyor. A surveyor will go to that particular land on your behalf, pick the coordinates of that land, and goes to the land registry in that state to confirm whether the land is free for use or is under government acquisition. Number two, make sure you have a lawyer in the process. A lawyer will help you check whether that land is under a court case. Recently here in Asaba, we wanted to buy a large parcel of land for an international client, and I insisted on this due diligence. Though my international client was, he was hesitant. He did not want to spend all those money, the lawyers and the surveyor. We checked from the surveyor's angle, the land was free for use. But do you know, when we checked through the lawyer, we found out that that land was under a suit for the past 5 years. Now, imagine we did not employ the services of a lawyer to carry out due diligence. Guess what? He would have poured tens of millions into that land, and whenever he now wants to start building something, or he wants to start developing that particular, because it was a huge parcel of land, that is when that court case would arise. So it is very, very important that you do these things. So these are the red flags you look out for when buying a land. When the document is not clear, the title document is not clear, please run. When you hear things like excision in progress, C of O in view, and there is no accompanying document to it, by all means, please take to your heels. And when you are buying a land, make sure you check out whether it is a free use land or a government acquired land. So till I come your way again, my name is Medichi, your favorite real estate expert based in the city of Asaba. For your real estate needs in Asaba, Enugu, and Oka, you should be talking to me on the number 0812 9155 782. You can send me a message on WhatsApp, or you can give me a call right now. Let's get started on your investment goals. So have a lovely day. Ciao, ciao.